Good to see you. Congratulations on brilliant magic. You revolutionised magic in your own way. How did you start out?
I started with a Marvin's magic set.
Oh,
That's exactly how I started. Yeah, I bought that from a place called the Pantiles in Tunbridge Wells, little shop. Just after a friend had shown me a coin trick, that was it. Bought a Marvin's magic set. Without it, don't know if I'd be doing magic.
And one of the most revolutionary things I remember you doing was online, working on that sort of basis. How did that act come about?
Well, virtual shows was something, I think, a natural repercussion of the pandemic. It was Pete Heat kicked them off, and he was doing a fantastic job, and then a few others of us joined along, and then that was it. Before we know it, it had really taken off for a few of us, and it became a steady job for 2.5 years.
And talk to me about the creative process, because you're taking a lot of people working on the classics of magic, but you're adapting those to that. How do you start?
Well, oddly, the virtual world, it feels counterintuitive because it feels like it'll be really limiting, but actually the sort of set rules that you have in place that are required for a virtual show are actually the very things that you can use to aid what you're doing. So actually you can achieve certain things in a virtual setting you could never achieve in a real setting. And it was sort of a slow process initially, and then all of a sudden, once you changed you switched your way of thinking a little, this whole universe opened up.
Amazing. And if people want to find out more about you, where do they go?
fergusflanagan.com, info@fergusflanagan.com, the usuals on socials, Insta, Facebook, Twitter, Magic Fergus.
Fantastic. And tonight, this is the first time the Magic Circles come to a big event like this, combine the two awards with the competition. What are you looking forward to most?
Well, it's an incredible lineup. I have to say the Circle continue to do an outstanding job moving things forward. Derren and I on the way over, we're both really excited about tonight. And walking in, it hasn't disappointed within the first 30 minutes. It's absolutely heaving. Everyone looks great. There's loads of brilliant performers knocking around. I couldn't single it down to one single moment I'm looking forward to. I think it's just a really special night, and it's great for the Circle and great for Magic.
No, you're absolutely right. And one final thing then is about magic and surprises. Tell us something surprising about you.
Something surprising about me? Huel is my life. A thing called Huel.
A friend of mine runs the company.
Oh, there you go.
We'll get you sponsored now.
Yeah.
It's got to be good.
That's not a paid advert. Huel, honestly, especially as a performer with anxiety. I can't always eat before a gig, like a big stage event, but you have to eat. And I do find Huel, this is now turning into a Huel advert, which it wasn't intended to be.
You talk about anxiety.
Yeah.
I always say it's very helpful. If you prick me, do I not bleed? If you tickle me, do I not laugh? If you tickle me, do I not laugh? I didn't say it was Shakespeare, actually. But it's all about humans and basically those in the public eye who can speak about anxiety and mental health issues. It's really empowering. People are going through difficult times at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, how did you cope, and what advice did you give people?
Oh my goodness, Andrew, that's a big question. Look, my journey was slow. It was 20 years before I started speaking to people about severe anxiety in the form of OCD, and then I threw myself in at the deep end with a show about mental health and magic that was kicking off just before the pandemic, which Neb directed, one of the best magical thinkers out there. My honest advice would just be to talk. That is the easiest... No. It is not the easiest step, but it's the most accessible step. And then get to your doctor and get the professional advice. But I think I'm now really open about my mental health, about anxiety. It's not an easy thing to do, and I know as someone who buried it for so long how hard that is to do. But if you can even just find one person, just a single person, a family member, a colleague, sometimes it's easy with someone you don't know that well, and just open up to them, you will be immensely surprised at what that alleviates.
Fantastic. It was a real joy. Thank you very much, as always. Love to see you.
Thank you. Cheers.